women. Like, I just can't. Like I said, nothing against them. I know some very beautiful light-skinned women. I like one of my best friends. She's light-skinned sisters. Not trying to play like whole. You know, sometimes when people of other races, like when they do shit against black people, they're like, oh, you know, I got black friends. It's not like that, but it's like I have nothing against them. But it's like when it comes to dating, I've had too many bad experiences. And then sweetie, you are barely lighter than me. Shut up. No, you're really not. You're not. Yes, you're lighter than me, barely. Sweetie, I've been with you in the winter. You do not.
Yes, I do. I get lighter during the winter. You just don't want to admit it. Look, see?
You are never
like 5 shades lighter than you.
I wouldn't go that far. But yeah. And then like a little mini story. Like there was this one chick, one light-skinned girl who worked in the little lab. Got her number, tried texting her, and it's like, conversation was dead. And turns out she was like, oh yeah, you know, he's really boring. I'm like, bruh, when I try to text you, hey, how are you? You're flat. I'm sorry, but this is, like I said, these are lessons that I learned and then immediately forgot because I was emotionally traumatized from my last relationship, which relates to my third light-skinned girl story, which was a simp story. Because your boy was simping hard. And I don't give a fuck if Twitch likes.
Oh, girl, you need to simp for me.
I can't simp for you because you actually return the affection.
Nah, I'm gonna stop.
Oh, nah, nigga. My simping day is over.
I don't know what type of shit you was on. Like, damn, why don't you find me back then?
Nah, nigga.
Well, let me save some money. All this money
Nah, bruh. But yeah. So pretty much it was some dry ass conversation, and it's like, and she was like, oh, you know, he's boring. I'm like, bruh, I'm a lot of things. Boring ain't one of them. Believe me, I'm actually mildly hilarious. But
I wouldn't say hilarious. I think
I'm mildly hilarious. Fuck that.
I wouldn't say hilarious.
So, nigga, shut up. Trying to see, and she'd be like, man, you know, you do this for me. Like, see, every time I say so, you try to play me.
Okay, no.
Nah, motherfucker, trying to play me. Exactly, motherfucker. Like, believe me, if I don't know shit else, I know I'm funny. I ain't funny all the time, but god damn it, when it comes, like, look. Every woman I'm dating can say like, yeah, like yeah, he funny. Like, I ain't funny all the goddamn time. Like, look, I'm not gonna say I'm fucking Eddie Murphy or Richard Pryor out this bitch, but damn it, I can make you laugh. Like, I always have been, and even then, I remember back in the day when I used to go work with my mom, especially as I started getting older, all her friends would be like, oh, he's so charming, you know. I remember one time, like, I can't remember what I said. It was something about like. I was having a conversation with my mom and one of her friends when she still worked in an office, and I said something, and her friend looked at me and was like, "Oh, you're so charming, you're so funny." I'm like, "Oh, thank you." Now, was that just like the old, like the older lady, like, "Oh, you know, oh, you're so like, oh, you know, since you were little, you're so charming," or whether it was genuine? Could be either way. But goddamn it, the compliment stands.
Ouch.
Yeah, it's hotter than. Oh yeah, Tiny's cooking me dinner, making me steak. So yeah, that's what noise is for. But yeah. But yes, I have simped. Am I saying that right? I simp. Well, it's simping in past tense. I don't know if that'd be the correct, you know, tense, simped, or simped, however you say it. But yeah, I've simped. I will never do that shit again. Ever again. Like, I'm telling you, like, I got my feelings hurt hard. Like, girl, shut up. See this type of shit I'm talking about. Every time. Oh, not know this is back here. Let me see. Oh yeah, always trying to violate. Always trying to violate your boy. I don't know, Fly. Bayonetta 3 is coming out. So I will put that on. So we're gonna put a caveat on that for real women. Well, I was gonna say 3D, but then Bayonetta, I'm like, she's 3D. Like I said, look, we're gonna put a caveat in that. But yes, like I said, one of these days I'm gonna tell the simp story. Cause funny enough, me telling that story on, not even telling the story, explaining my side of the situation actually lost me some friends. Well, quote unquote friends. Speaking of which, I'd like to address something. Cause from Drake's new album, Certified Lover Boy, you know, people have been quoting it. And one of the things he said, I've been gaining peace and losing friends. Me, I don't believe in that. If their absence brings you peace, that wasn't your friend, bruh. That was not your friend. Like, cause Johnny, if I lost that motherfucker, I would be sick. And yeah, I understand, you know, that's kind of the point, you know, you losing fake friends and whatnot. But yeah, it's like, you know, like I said, oh my gosh. Yes, baby.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Because you said that you were taking old girl to conversation with Dry.
It was actually fun to talk to you. You actually gave, like, and that's what, like, yet again, you have to remember, I'm a heterosexual man. So a lot of things I say about women are probably mostly unisex, but I've only ever dated women. A lot of chicks, especially chicks who you know, are quote unquote pretty or whatnot, which old girl was just okay looking, but motherfuckers be like, oh, you're boring, blah blah blah, shit like that, and don't be adding nothing to the conversation. It no, you no, you actually add to the conversation. You actually reciprocated, you know, like, cause for a time, like I would notice that you'd be the one reaching out to me and I would reach out to you, and I was like, oh shit, you know, let me actually reach out to her more often. Like for a while, you were the only one initiating phone calls. But yeah, like I said, I only intended to be friends with you. Like I said, my intention was just to be friends with you and pretty much probably pass you off to somebody else. Like, not on no bullshit, but it's like, you know, because pretty much I thought one of the other chicks I was talking to, you know, one of those things were gonna pop off first. I was wrong. Oh shit! And then hold up, I got another light-skinned girl story. Holy fucking shit! Like, man, okay. Yup. Okay. So after my last relationship, not Tani, the one before her, which I'm not going into. That's something that I want to go into one day, but right now ain't finna be that time. Speaking of which, exclamation point uptime in the chat. Let me see how long I've been going. Because I don't know how long I've been streaming. I've just been going. It feels like longer than that. But alright. So I tried a string of online dating. I tried Tinder and Bumble. So on Tinder, I matched with a couple of girls. One of them, yet again, being light-skinned. This is a light-skinned girl story. Come on. Yes. You know you could probably bake it some too. So you know you could probably bake it some too. But yeah, hold up. Cool. Because I'm probably gonna be streaming for like at least another hour at minimum. So, matched with a couple of girls. I was on Tinder and Bumble. Speaking of which, that's why, like, whenever somebody these days says, "Hey, man, I want to meet a woman," like, where do I need to go? I always tell them Bumble, because that's where me and Tiny met. Boop. In the head. And boop. Woo. Okay. Yeah. Got them all. But yeah, hold up. Okay, what was I about to say? Yeah, so smash with a couple of girls. Silver, come on, bruh. So, okay, 3,000 alligator scales. Okay, not bad. So, matched with a couple girls. Now, one of them happened to be, like, she was, like, I was 28 at the time. She was younger than me, but she had 2 kids. Now, keep that in mind. So, 2 kids obviously aren't mine. So that means, you know, she had children with some other guy, apparently 2 other guys. So peep this, and babe, hold on. I need to say something to Tani, then I'm gonna continue with the story. No. Just listen. Like I said, y'all will never hear what I just said to her. But, yet again. So pretty much, now there was this dark-skinned chick, you know, very, very, very pretty chick, you know. She liked the anime like I do. Like, pretty much our favorite anime is the same, One Piece. Whoop. Got it. So, yeah. So, went on a couple days with her, took her to a museum, you know, hibachi. What, you know, pretty much.
That older did you sit to the hibachi?
Yes.
Okay. I'm
So,
still gonna test you for it.
yet again, you can't cut me. I'm telling you, I told you. But anyway. So, yeah. And then there was this other, like I said, that's not light skin chick. Of course, I just described her. She was dark skinned. And I like my women either dark skin or brown. Like that's just how I like my women. But anyway, so ooh. So anyway, other chick. So me and old girl started talking. Now the reason me and like the first girl, the dark skin girl, didn't work out was because we didn't talk enough. Like she's an introvert, I'm an introvert. You know, like I said, like y'all be thinking I'd be kidding. I'm your favorite introvert's favorite introvert. Like I do not do interaction, and we just never talked enough. So even though I really liked her at the time, it was like nothing, really popped off with that. What is this? Okay, I don't know what the fuck this is. I'm just gonna let it play while I tell my story. Unless this is what I think it is. Oh yeah. But yeah, so other chick, light skinned chick, really thick. I like him thick. It's just my thing. So pretty much, me and her start talking, and while me and her start talking, we kind of get a little closer. And so finally, we've been hanging out for months. Well, we've been like talking and stuff for like a month or two before we actually hung out for the first time. So first date, I'm really nervous. We go to this Mexican restaurant. I'm really nervous. So, I'm a little talkative. Now, I don't see anything wrong with it. Then over the next couple of weeks, I noticed that I really don't hear anything from this girl. And so finally we were talking one day, and she kind of like just drops it on me like, oh yeah, you've been friend zoned. I'm like, nigga, what? Friend zoned? The fuck do you mean? She's like, yeah, that date was really horrible, blah, 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 blah. So she was like, oh, you were talking a lot. And she was like, oh, okay. She said I brought my exes a lot, which I did talk about them in passing, not like, oh, me and old girl did this, blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, oh yeah, I used to work at this place. Oh, that's where I met my second ex. And kind of like, I would mention them in passing, and she would go, and she was going off like I was talking about, like I was trying to tell this chick about me and this chick's entire relationship, this other woman's entire relationship. So, mind you, I remember the first time we talked on the phone after we'd matched on Bumble. Tell me why this chick told me about how, and yet again, I have to admit some of these things because I don't hate the chick. I really don't. And I don't want to really tell her business like that. I'm going to give enough details to where you kind of feel like, okay, like I'm going to try to be as objective as possible. But B, also try to, not tell nobody business. So apparently she'd have some problems with her previous two child's fathers. She got two baby daddies. Like, that's just a fact. Like, she'd had some problems, Things got a little rough, if you catch my drift. And I'm going to leave it there. So apparently dudes really weren't good guys. And, like I said, things tend to get a little rough. So pretty much, the first time I'm talking to this girl, like I said, only time I've seen her face is in pictures on Tinder. So she's talking about, so I know her entire like story with these dudes, like what they've done to her and a whole bunch of other shit. And I mentioned like, oh yeah, this portion of my life, I was with this woman, and that's me like just going on like a tirade of like, my exes. Like I'm just bringing up my exes like every chance I get. So she like I said, she told me like, oh, I'm in the friend zone. I should be happy. Like I remember the conversation, and I was like, huh? So initially, I was kind of sad. Like, I spent like a day in bed because I really liked the chick at the time. I was like, man, you know, oh. So I was like, man, you know, man, no, I really like the chick or whatnot. So the next day, I go hang out with Tani and we go for some ice cream. Ahem. That's it. That's it.
Shut up.
You know what?
Never mind.
I mean,
No, I mean like you missed it.
oh, what I mean?
Cause she told me, the old girl told me like, oh, and she called me a fucking narcissist. Which I was like, what the fuck?
You said when we went to get ice cream.
Yeah. She told me that previous night that, you know, oh, she had friend zoned me or whatnot. Yep, getting there. So pretty much we continued to be friends. And I wasn't trying to holler at her like that because me and Tani were kind of getting closer. So I remember she was like, she called me like one Sunday after, it was like Sunday, it was like early afternoon. She was like, oh, you know, hey, I haven't heard from you a lot, you know, ever since that day. I'm like, yeah, just giving you your space. Just like I said, I was hanging a lot. I was starting hanging out more with Tani, so I was like, you know, I was like, okay, I don't fucking care. Shit, do you, nigga?
Owie, ooh.
But yeah. So, and I remember I went to her house once, and I met her two kids.
It's the first time I'm hearing that bitch.
Yes, I went to her house once, and I remember when I was about to leave, it was kind of late, and she was like, oh, you know, I was gonna, and she said something like, oh, I had the inkling or some shit to kiss you or whatnot, and I was like, oh, okay. I was like,
So this is when
we were getting to the point of dating.
Alright. Well, I just determined how to.
Oh no, she said that I was leaving. I was like, and I left. Like, believe me, like I ain't like, believe me. Ever since we've been dating, I've done nothing fugazi.
You better not.
Nah, bro, believe me. Look, you know, I learned my cheating lesson. Like, that's like, believe me, that's a lesson that's gonna stick. But yeah, so pretty much the way we fell out, it was a series of things. Cause at the time, it was late 2019. I got laid off early December of that year, and I didn't find a job until April of 2020. Now, I remember when I called her after I got the job. It was when I started working at Regional. I remember I called her and I was like, oh yeah, I got the job or whatever, yada yada yada. And she was like, oh, what did you tell them about you getting fired? I was like, oh, I didn't tell them I got fired. I lied. And she got like really upset, like, why did you lie? You could have done that. I'm like, hold on, because you and me, we're Bluetoothing on this. So I'm like, okay, yes, I lied. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say like, no, I didn't lie. Like, no, I lied. Like when they told me why I left, I told them it was like, I told them it was on some shit like, you know, they were phasing out my position, blah 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 blah. It's a bold-faced fucking lie. No, they fired me. Like nah, I wasn't finna tell the motherfuckers the truth and risk not getting the job. No, I called you first. You were the first person to know if that's your issue. No, you were the first person to know. She was a friend. Like you. Okay, see, you be talking about me, but your ass jumped straight the fuck to violence. I didn't choose violence at all. But yeah, so she got really, really mad about the fact that I lied to get a job after not being employed for 4 fucking months. So first I kind of looked at her stupid like that, but I was like, okay, you know, whatever. Then, I don't know if it happened before or after that. I think it might have happened before. But pretty much, she was the type, like I said, remember, she told me that I talk too much about my exes and whatnot. When damn near every topic of discussion, whenever we talk, if it was on her, was about her second baby daddy, who she just couldn't fucking let go of. Yet again. So she was going on this tirade about how, you know, oh, hold up. Got some new shit.
I'm gonna pet you.
Girl, shut up. But yeah, she was going on this tirade about her baby daddy. But yet again, I'm the one talking about you know what? Let me stop trying to bring logic.
We done no bitch stupid.
But no. So apparently she was like, oh, you know, the only reason I'm like still talking to him or nothing is because of, you know, I just don't know how to let go, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, look. Because like I said, I used to be a big pushover, but as time went on, I had to become more like my mother. Like, look, Tanya, my mother, can be kind of soft at times, but she ain't for the dumb shit. So eventually, I guess she was saying like, oh, the reason she was talking to him because her grandma had died or something. And I'm trying to tell her, I'm like, bruh, you're hurting yourself because I guess you're reconnected with this guy because you're reeling from the death of your grandmother, which I sympathize with. But what I told her was, I'm like, doing something stupid just because you're hurting is still stupid. Like, pretty much like, look, just because you're hurting doesn't give you like, and what I said to her pretty much was, just because you're hurting doesn't give you the right to do something stupid. So that was pretty much my thing. And she told me that I was being rude when I said it. And I was like, okay. Like, I wasn't trying to be. It was just like, like I said, she wasn't a bad person, but it was like, eh. But what did it for me, it was the reason why I no longer talk to her. Oh, and then every time, like I said, like after we stopped talking, we still talk and stuff, and she would like try to date other men. And the first call would always be the same. Like, oh yeah, I got this guy, you know, oh I finally got somebody who understands me. Cool. Then, like, okay. New level unlocked. And then like the next like call or two would be like, oh, I'm not talking to him, you know, he got this going on, he got that going on, I don't like this. But her baby daddy, who yet again had gotten rough with her, had disrespected her kids, that nigga said something to her son that I couldn't believe. Because yet again, now her first child was not his child. And, you know, it's like, okay, you know, whatever. You know, it's not that man's child. I'm not gonna say he has to do anything, you know, for the child. But he'd already set a precedent where that child looks at him like they're like he was his only father. Which I understand, because even the man I call my father isn't actually my biological father. It's my stepfather. But anyway, so this man pretty much disrespects her son to his face. This kid's like 5, and pretty much tells him like, I can't remember what it said, but I know it was fucked up. It's like, bruh, that's like, that's some shit that you won't say to a 5-year-old. It's like, dog, what the fuck is wrong with you? Now, pretty much, he was like, God damn it! It was the fighting that fucked me. It was pretty much something to the effect of, you know, you're not my son. I don't have to do anything for you. Something to that effect. Say that shit to a 5-year-old who looks at you like you're his only idea of a father. And guess what? She was still fucking him. Hell, I expect something better. Like,
wasn't that her that was fucking calling you all the time to go do shit for her?
no, this was no. This was the two separate chicks. No, I'm so sick. Like, yes, I told you this. Like, I keep telling you. You're like, oh, you didn't tell me that. And like, no, I told you.
Y'all friends first. But it's okay. I'ma stab him, y'all.
I did not.
I don't recall you telling me.
I'm telling you, I did.
I don't recall. Now we're doing it.
Come on. Gotcha.
I'm gonna go see first steak is ready. Yeah, all this good treatment.
But yeah, so which leads me to the reason we stopped talking. So, it was right after I got the job. I think it was like that next week or something. It wasn't long after that. Now, remember y'all, I'm your favorite introvert's favorite introvert. When I don't feel like talking, like some days I'll get up and I just won't feel like speaking. It's not that I won't feel like talking to anybody, which yes, that's part of it. I won't feel like talking. I would walk around this bitch, which at the time was my mother's house, and just not speak. It wasn't like I was angry or anything. It's like, bro, like, no. Funny enough, and I remember that day quite vividly. Like, I got up, no, it was the weekend after I first got the job. I remember now, because it was on the 12th. It was on her birthday. So pretty much, I was just chilling. I find, like, they had Detective Pikachu on Hulu. I was like, fuck it. I'm about to watch Detective Pikachu. Watched it. It was actually a pretty good fucking movie. And I was just chilling. Like I said, wasn't mad or nothing. I just like, I don't feel like talking to nobody. Like, here's what did it. She texted me and she was like, oh, you know, hey, I want to hear from you for my birthday. You know, I expect a happy birthday text or some shit. So I'm like, so the thing was, it wasn't that I wasn't going to do it. I felt no urgency. Here's the thing about me. I'm a man of responsibilities. That woman you hear threatening to stab me is my girlfriend. She is my responsibility. She is one of the only people I feel obligated to speak to on a daily basis. Hell, I don't even speak to my mother on a daily basis. Hell, I don't think I've spoken to Tanya in a few days, actually. You know what? I should check on the old bird. I might do that after the stream. But yeah, like, I don't feel obligated to speak to people, you know, outside of my girlfriend. Like, and it's not like, oh, my girlfriend's more important than my mom type shit. It's just that, it's just the way me and my mom are. Like, look, and on top of that, I've lived with my mother. I lived with my mother for 29 years. Okay. Like damn near to the day. 29 years. Damn near consecutively. So it's like, look, I give her space, she gives me mine. I check on her every once in a while. You know, it's all good. And besides, hell, can't miss a motherfucker if you're always talking to him. But anyway. So yeah, so she's acting like, oh, I gotta go ahead and text her. I'm like, so I look at my phone and I put it down. I'm like, oh, okay, well, I will text you later. Yet again, my phone, my time. You are not my woman. I do not feel obligated to speak to you every day. Like, hell, I guess you didn't realize that. I feel no type of way about that shit. I will not talk to you if I don't want to. Like, yet again, motherfucker. So quote my mother, you don't pay the fucking bill on this phone. You are not going to tell me I have to speak to you. I will speak to you at whenever I'm able. And that goes for everybody. Like, so if y'all ever reach out to me and I'm just, it's not in a bad mood, I don't feel like talking.
And we're off.
Like, and that's the thing, I wasn't trying to be rude. It was just, well, actually, I really didn't give a fuck about being rude. It's my time. Like, yet again, that's part of it. who knows? Once upon a time, I might have felt obligated to talk to her because I had at one point liked her. But at that point, like, bro, I got like, look, man, I got me a girlfriend. Like, Tani is the only person who can demand my time, and even she don't demand my time. Like, she's the only woman I feel like, especially women. Like, she is the only woman who I feel obligated to speak to on a daily basis. She's the only person, like, you know, when it's her birthday, you know, yet again, I will wake up at fucking midnight to tell her happy birthday or some shit. I will go out of my way to make a Facebook post. I will go out of my way to do that shit for Tani. That's my girlfriend. This motherfucker didn't understand that. And so she sent me this bullshit ass text. Like, oh, I wish you the best in all your future endeavors since you ghosted me. And I'm like, the fuck? Okay, well, I don't have to deal with your bitching anymore, so I didn't text her that. I never actually texted her back. Cause I think she blocked me. And she blocked me on, I think she blocked me on Instagram, or she deleted her IG account. I don't know. But yeah, so hold on. All right, let me taste the steak. Oh, that's good. Huh? Thank you, baby. Like, no, like real shit, that steak is amazing.
It's still ain't been gone. It's supposed to be amazing.
Okay, I was trying to give you the credit there, but okay.
No, I'm just saying, like, I know artistically it's supposed to be amazing regardless. It's
Actually, I'm gonna do that tonight. Like, yeah, because I'm not gonna lie, I have been fucking up. Alright, good thing you told me, because I damn sure ate that bitch. Like I said, babe, this steak is good. Huh? Actually, I'm not gonna lie. You might have something there. That's what I'm doing. I'm not gonna lie. You. Alright, yeah, hell yeah, babe. Like, look, guys, hey, look, you might have something there. I'm not gonna lie. Like, that, like, look, that's a good steak. But yeah, so pretty much that's my second, well, actually the third light-skinned girl story. No, that was my first, second, and third light-skinned girl stories. Neat. But yeah, as I told you, like I said, it's not like a trait with them. I'm not gonna sit here and say like, oh, you know, all. But in my experience, that's been the thing, and that's why I stick to darker skinned women. Cause not gonna lie, the darker skinned woman chick was prettier, and I didn't have to deal with half as much bullshit. So, hey, take. Oh my God. You. Cause I know it's gonna be some bullshit.
no, I was gonna say it's old girl and dark skin. She knew that like not the same.
Oh, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh. Wait, hold on, wait a minute. You mean my fourth light-skinned girl story? Or the relationship before or the relationship before you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, well, technically, well, she. Yeah. I'm about to say, have I ever showed you her? Girl, shut up. Shut up. There we go. Alright, hopefully that'll be enough to get me to the 45,000. Then I just have to earn enough to eat and buy some more sushi. Yes, I like my taters thick. Girl, I want my mashed potatoes as thick as your thighs.
You want only one, right?
Yeah, just one. Girl, I want them as thick as your thighs, girl. Yeah. Start a little war, then a little insurgency. Yeah. Okay. Jeez. But yeah, that's 3 out of 4 light-skinned girl stories. Now, mind you, well, no, that was light-skinned girl story 1, 2, and 4. Y'all haven't heard 3. But yeah. You do realize these stories were years, if not months apart, right? Not really, believe me. I should have been a hoe. Well, unlike you, well, unlike me, you learned lesson the first time. I keep fucking missing this. Boop. Yep. Boop. You motherfucking thought. Oh, you got that from Lidl? Oh, you got that from Lidl?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's the steak you were stocking. I thought you were stocking the other one. Nah, I'll give you that. You were supposed to.
Yeah.
A fucking silver again. But yeah, the third light-skinned girl story is pretty much the story that changed my life. Not gonna tell it now. I think I'm off this topic for the time being, but yeah, that story, doing that changed my entire life. I lost friends behind it.
Oh, you talking about old girl?
Yeah. Yep. Changed my life. I mean, I could now. I kind of want to tell that one when I have a little more chat interaction. Like that's why I'm kind of like, I could tell it now, but I kind of want more people to be here. Like I said, this is gonna be a highlight. I'm trying to put this shit up on Twitter. Like, Yes. Got him. Ha, you little bastard. Don't forget, I also like pepper in my taters. As I also like pepper in my taters. Speaking of mashed potatoes, like, you understand how much I like mashed potatoes. I remember I used to eat like a bowl of them shits as a meal. Huh? Never. Oh yeah, I noticed.
Targeting and firing.
Well, on that first. And just a little bit. Oh, damn. Finally. Like, honestly, at this point, I think the Jamaican government is just doing that shit to fuck with people. All right, who wants some? Girl, if you don't stop eating.
You see that?
Good shit. 3,000 points. All right. Now that should be enough to do the next battle and eat some sushi.
What?
I normally do like 11 minutes. Just so they're cooked all the way through, so they aren't rubbery. But yeah, I do want to tell that story just when I got a little bit more interaction. Oh no, I was just saying for the chat, like when I got a little bit more interaction, I want to tell that story. Cause boy, Look, if y'all ever want to see your boy down bad, like boy, I was down face down on my dick bad. Like I was traumatized. So my feelings were fucked up. I was doing shit I knew was fucking stupid. Like I knew I was fucking up and still did the shit anyway. Girl, shut the fuck up. Like, But I'm not gonna lie. I'm glad that in my adulthood, I can look back at some shit that happened that wasn't necessarily positive and still thank God it happened. Like, thank God that shit happened. Cause honestly, I think if that had never happened, I could never have been the best me.
And if you weren't the best you, I probably left your ass a long time ago.
Even like on some Frieza, this isn't even my final form shit. I was still better than any nigga you'd ever dated.
What?
Like even in my empire.
Well, technically, I do have a thing that I'm
Okay, same thing with me.
I mean, I didn't really mess up, but it was me. It was just me. I walked away. I mean, I wasn't a really toxic. I think the most toxic relationship I've been in, I was 20. Just turned 21. And I think this was the point where I was like, I don't think I'd ever date a Jamaican again.
But you ended up dating more Jamaicans.
And then I dated one last Jamaican, a light-skinned Jamaican at that.
Yeah, you were really trying to fuck up.
But see, I was young and dumb. I can say it. Like I was young and dumb. Like he was like that was my most toxic relationship. Actually, like looking back now, like that was just like my most toxic relationship. Cause you know what I was going through.
Yeah.
Around that time with my dad, my stepmom, and stuff. I mean, at the time, me and we was like that. We was best friends. We was inseparable.
Yeah.
And she toxic.
I still want to cuss that girl out. I'm just letting you know.
We don't need that long. But it was just like you're young, you're getting the attention, and he was older.
Oh my God, how old was this nigga?
He was like, at the time, he was like, how old? I was 21. He was 26. He was like 5 years older than me.
Oh God. See, I can't really give you shit because I do have a strange thing for older women. I don't know.
Even that, but like I just felt like as a woman, as a young woman, it's like men my age, all they wanted to do was just get a bitch pregnant, all types of shit, just running around trying to make people a single mom, and I didn't want that for me. So that's why I was really like kind of trying to like try somebody older that probably just wants more out of life. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But he was on his young boy fuck shit too.
I'm telling you.
He had like a whole woman at home with his child. But I found this out like years later. But he was trying to get me pregnant. Like, he literally was trying to get me pregnant. And it was like, after the very first time we had sex, he tried to, and that's why I was just like, no, I ain't gonna do this again. I took the pill. That was when I was on the pill. I didn't tell him I was on the pill. But that's how we broke up. He was like, he wants to start a family, and I can't offer that to him, and blah, blah, blah. When he already had a whole family.
I'm telling you, bro.
He had 2 kids and a baby mama. But then the toxicity doesn't stop there. Then he pops up like 2 years later and he's like, hey, you know, I did you wrong and I'm sorry and this, that, and the third, you know, I'm really disgusted by who I was and I've changed and, you know, all types of stuff. And I'm like, okay, cool, I guess, like, so he was like, oh, let's go out. I was like, okay, sure, but I wasn't really trying to go because it was like, he's a liar at this point to me. So he sent me this thing where he bought movie tickets for us to go to the movies, right? So I called him like 10 minutes before the movie was supposed to start. He never answered his phone. Then like a year later, I hear from him.
Mm-hmm.
And he's spilling the same fucking story. And I'm just like, bro, leave me alone, right? So that's when I changed my phone number, you know, when I got back. Because the phone number that you got, that was like my new phone. I had just changed that phone number when I came back. Because remember, I was in Jamaica for like how many months? But, was it last year? I think it was last year. He hit me up on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? And let me tell you exactly what he's doing.
He's trying to get up in them guts.
Baby, I don't want to lie. I'm going to tell you exactly.
Lord God.
No, I want to be exact. I don't want to lie. I want to tell you exactly. If it's even still there, do Instagram go all that far back?
Oh, thank you, Base GFA, for the follow. I'm so sorry. It didn't show up.
Okay, here we go.
That's steep, man.
Oh my God. Fucking money.
He said, hey T. I was like, hey. He was like, how are you doing? I was like,
On this
fine.
planet, they say if you eat this before a
It's been a
showdown,
long
it'll
time.
help you to
I wanna
win.
make sure you're
How
well.
nice, Prince Fu. You
So
do
I
this
was
for
like, I'm
me?
doing pretty
So
well.
happy.
So he was like, how
Go
are you
on,
doing?
eat
I
up.
was like, baby, working or whatever.
So delicious.
So then
So delicious,
he was
Prince Fu.
like,
I'm gonna win.
um,
I'll eat this tonkatsu and win.
what
Prince
did
Fu,
he say?
you're not gonna
He
eat
was
it?
like, cool, so what's your plan?
I'll just have
this
a bite.
weekend? I never answered.
Mm.
Right? I never answered him. So then he texted me again. He was like, hey, how you been? I was like, I'm great.
Delicious.
So
Yeah,
he
so
asked me what
delicious.
was new,
So yummy.
And I was like, not
Super
much. So
yummy.
He was like, we should get coffee or brunch one day and catch up. So I was like, oh
So
no.
Oh my God.
Good.
No,
I
I
have so
swear
much
that's how I
energy.
said it. He was like, why you say it like that? I
I'll
was
go
like,
win.
What?
Go, Lee.
So he was like, it's just lunch and talking. What did I do to you? So I was like, nah, I'm not gonna risk my relationship. So he was like, by having brunch with an old friend. I'm like, old friend. So he's like, damn,
Like-
you got that kind of hold on you?
Like, yes, sir, this dick has a death grip on her soul. Thank you.
Shut up. So I say, I'm in a very good place with someone that goes above and beyond to make me happy. So he was like, yeah, I know we was more than friends, but we are friends now. Okay, I respect that. I'm happy for you. You can't set me up with someone so I can be happy too. Look, I know that I've hurt you in the past, but I swear this time I seriously... Hold on. He said, this time I'm seriously a better person.
And want to get up in them guts. Like, sir.
I thought that shit was funny. And then, like, about, I think it was, what, 2 months ago, he DM'd me talking about, hey, I ain't even respond. Like, that was just, like, some real toxic stuff.
Yeah, nigga trying to get up in your guts.
I'm here having a conversation relationship with my future husband.
See, she says that in front of y'all,
So
but I'm telling you, as soon as it's free men, she's gonna say I'm just some nigga. And she's gonna stab me. I promise you.
Yes, Mom.